What's up everyone and welcome back to Pokemon Emerald Nuzlocke. Today is the third part of this finale, hopefully 5-part finale. We are taking on Glacia today, the Ice type Elite Four member, and probably the least memorable of all of Emerald's Elite Four. I don't know if anyone or everyone can agree with that, but at least for myself, I always found Glacia to be kind of just the one that I don't really remember anything about. She's just kind of a random lady with ice Pokemon, which ice Pokemon are cool, don't get me wrong, but it's just Glacia herself. There's not really much that I know about her, I guess, or remember. But anyway, if you are excited, be sure to leave a like, and the final part of this Elite Four gauntlet will continue today if we can hit that 1,000 mark. So let's see if we can do it. It's kind of crazy, but I believe in all of us, just like we believed in Ultron in the last episode, and he did it, even though it really wasn't that risky. But anyway, I was contemplating which Pokemon to lead off with here, and after looking up the information on Glacia, it looks like she leads off with a Celio, so going for Kung Pao would have been a little bit crazy. It doesn't have any water moves though, so I guess it wouldn't have been that bad, but we're gonna lead off with Raiden. Being a water type Celio there, can take a lot of damage from electricity. I guess we could have taken it out with Kung Pao as well, but whatever, we'll go the safe way. I think Raiden will just do a much easier job, take it out much cleaner than Kung Pao would, and there's no risk at all. I don't know really about that. Let's just, whatever. Welcome, my name is Glacia of the Elite Four. I've traveled from afar to Hoenn so that I may hone my ice skills. Hoenn and hone? I don't know. But all I have seen are challenges by weak trainers and their Pokemon. What about you? It would please me to no end if I could go all out against you. There's not enough icy puns here. Not like, I hope we can have a cool battle. You're gonna be chilled after this one. It's time to put you in the popsicle stand. Okay, maybe I'm really bad at these and Game Freak is literally like, no, let's never hire this guy ever to get anywhere near our games because he would just completely ruin all the dialogue. At least in the story department, I don't think I would provide very much. I guess it's not really the story department, more like just the dialogue, but Raiden kind of failing right now just because I took a look at his stats, and we did that in the first part of this. He didn't really have much power, but he does have a lot of speed, I'll give him that. So we're not quite one-shotting these Pokemon. However, if we go for the Thunder, I have a feeling that we might be able to one-shot it. Either way though, all this Celio has done is set up Hail, which might be bad when the rest of her Pokemon come out, but we'll see. She's got 2 Glalis and 2 Celios. Man, these are such lame teams. I never realized that. The Elite Four in these games have such little Pokemon, maybe because they only wanted to have 3rd gen Pokemon in their teams, but they don't have that creative of teams. 2 Celios and 2 Glalis, so I don't know, but she did get to set up Hail. Later on, there are some Pokemon with Blizzard. I think Blizzard does like extra damage in the Hail, but I don't know about that. One of her Glalis, oh no, neither of them have Blizzard. It's actually one of her Celios. Not even her Walrein has Blizzard, it looks like. So whatever, I don't think we really need to look up at her team anymore. What we're gonna do with this little Glalie here, since it doesn't seem to have anything that can even hurt. Oh god, one of them has Explosion. Oh god, I hope this isn't the one with Explosion. Okay, let us not mess around with these Glalis because at any moment one of these guys could explode on us, so we're just gonna take him out. I wanted to set up a bulk up so that we can take them out with Brick Break instead of Flamethrower, because I just think Kung Pao will deal way more damage with Brick Break than Flamethrower right now. Even though Flamethrower has a lot more power, I think. Brick Break is like 85 and Flamethrower is like 95 or something like that. I don't know, I'll look it up, we'll see, but at least right now, since we've got the bulk up and just overall higher. Do I want to stay in on this Walrein though? It does have Surf, and I don't think we can one-shot it. So Raiden, let's go for you. At least now we know, well, we don't actually know if the Glalie we just took out is the one with Explosion or not. So I guess we just don't know yet. Here comes the Walrein though, and this guy has Sheer Cold. That is a one-hit KO move. If that thing actually does hit us, we are totally dead no matter what. Of course we're gonna, are you freaking serious? Are you freaking for real? What is the accuracy on that thing? There's no way. That thing has like such bad accuracy, doesn't it? What? Come on, man. There's no. What if like no. I don't, okay. Okay, I found it, okay? It will fail if the target's level is higher than the user's level. What? Huh. So if Raiden has died, everybody, a hero is lost, and now I think we might start to struggle because we really needed Raiden to be able to beat Wallace. So now we don't have Raiden available to us when it comes to beating Wallace. Also, I don't know how the heck I'm gonna beat this Walrein. Oh god. If only we would have just hit our thunder there. Alright, let's look forward to the future, everybody. Sheer Cold is dumb and shouldn't exist. One-hit KO moves should not exist in my opinion, but you know, that's just me, and who am I to tell you what should and shouldn't exist in Pokemon games? Let's go for the Hyper Beam and see how much damage we can do to this guy. About half, which is not that good because now we have a turn to recharge, and if this Surf does more than half, then we're gonna be in some trouble. Of course, you've got freaking Citrus Berry too, so that's not good. Alright, just don't go for Sheer Cold. I really don't like that. Oh my gosh. How the heck is the accuracy for that calculated? I have a feeling that, like, I don't know, it's some really weird way that it's calculated, but I have a feeling that, like, it's like 10 or something like that. And it hit Raiden. Why? I literally mentioned the fact that it had Sheer Cold and that we're probably going to get hit by it. And of course it ends up happening to us because that is just our luck. I think Hyper Beam at this point will do more damage than Solar Beam. So we're just going to keep going for that. However, can't go for it if we're going to keep getting hit like this. Oh, okay. Well, now that we've lost a Pokemon is when my nerves start to get, like, bad, and I start to get on tilt, and I have a feeling I'm going to start making mistakes. So we just got to take deep breaths, not mess it up here. I don't think Beats is a good Pokemon to have out right now. Maybe no, Stratus would die. Atlantic, what the heck is your last move? No, you have nothing that can hurt it either. We literally have nothing to take care of this Walrein. Yeah, we have nothing. We can sit here maybe and whittle it down a little bit. I don't think she has any more potions, so... Oh wait, we have Hidden Power Grass. But I don't think that'll do any damage. It's gonna be neutral, but we'll see. We'll just see. I bet it's gonna do nothing. Wait, what? It's super effective? What? I thought Ice resisted. Gosh dang it, stop going for Sheer Cold. I don't like it. Please don't have another Full Restore. I would really, really appreciate that. But I don't like freaking Sheer Cold. Apparently it can only hit Pokemon that are lower level than Walrein. So it's really, really scary because Atlantic is lower level than it. But I think we've got it. As long as, yep, she's not going to Hyper Potion, so we are fine. I totally thought that Ice resisted Grass, so I thought that was going to be not very effective. But you know what? Whatever, guys. We did it. We took out Walrein. We lost Raiden. Our first loss here in the Elite Four, which is not good at all. But she's going to go for her next Celio. I don't think it has any water moves. I actually closed the window that had the moves of her Pokemon, so that's not good. So hopefully you don't have any water moves that might mess me up here. Just going to bulk up once real quick and hit you with a quick Brick Break, and we'll just try to sweep the rest of her Pokemon. Okay, Hail. I can deal with that. I can dish. You know, I like your style here, Celio. Your daddy Walrein, not so much. It may have been Mommy Walrein. I don't remember if it was a he or a she, but whichever one it was, I like your style better, Celio. You got a cool stash, and you die easy, so I like that. You know, I like that. When I go up against enemy Pokemon, I like it when they go down easily. Her final Pokemon, though, is going to be Glalie, and this is probably the one with Explosion, so let's just hope that we can hit this guy before he can hit us with an Explosion, because I think that we might die if we do get hit. Alright, we hit the Brick Break. I'm pretty sure it's dead. This thing is not that tanky, is it? Okay, there we go. Now that we did it, the stress is off of my mind. And now we can mourn the loss of Raiden, everybody. We lost our first Pokemon here in the Pokemon League. Advance to the next room, and there confirm the truly fearsome side of the Pokemon League. So guys, let us mourn the loss of our dear friend Raiden. Die to complete BS, in my opinion. If you're younger and wondering what BS is, don't worry about it. It stands for big suck. Yep, it sucks big time. That's what happened. Sheer Cold, I think it's dumb. I don't like one-hit KO moves. But you know what? We gotta move on, guys. They exist in the game, and I didn't really know how they worked, so I guess we should have used or leveled up Raiden a little bit more to be higher level than Walrein at least, and then we wouldn't have gotten hit. But then again, if we'd hit that Thunder, which 70 accuracy, apparently higher than whatever Walrein's accuracy is with Sheer Cold, or lower rather. Whatever, Raiden, you will be missed, pal. You were with us, you were the third oldest Pokemon on this team. The oldest is Kung Pao, then Beats, then you. So now it's all up to the old dogs and the new boys to take on the rest of this Elite Four challenge. Raiden would have been kind of useful or useless against Drake, but I know that he would have been super useful against Wallace, considering him being a water trainer and all, but I guess we will have to cope without it. We'll have to find out another way of taking him out. I don't have any Thunderbolt or Thunder TMs. If I did, we could teach one of those to Beats, and that would be really good, but unfortunately I don't, so I guess we're gonna have to rely on the second typings of Wallace's Pokemon. Anyway, next time on Pokemon Emerald Nuzlocke, we will take on Drake. Not the rapper, but the Dragon-type Master. He's pretty cool. I like him a lot. But then again, he's also super duper scary. Look at him. He's got spikes at the sides of his room. That is scary. So I hope you all enjoyed, even though we lost someone today. So things are not looking good, but I still believe. So if you believe, stay tuned for the next episode of Pokemon Emerald Nuzlocke, and I will see you all then.